can all probably think of an intersection where we've driven through and we think, oh my gosh, this thing needs a traffic light. But many of us probably feel that, honestly, there's little we can do about it. We are finding out that's not necessarily true.
Tonight, the I-Team's Brian New shows us what steps you can take to get the city's attention to make sure your neighborhood is safer.
Even at the safest of intersections, every now and then,
it was like a bomb had gone off.
a crash will happen. That's what Cameron Grisco first thought after a collision sent a truck barreling into his Fort Worth home.
After the first time, we thought, okay, well, that's just some bad luck.
But then, 10 days later,
Another car hit the house again.
and if that's where the story ended, one could possibly chalk it up to an unfortunate coincidence. But then a few days later, it happened again. And then again, and then again, and again, and again, and again.
And that's when we knew we had a pretty big problem.
In the past 12 months in Fort Worth's Morningside neighborhood, there have been 10 crashes at the intersection of East Allen and New York Avenue.
We thought at that point it's not just luck anymore. We got to, step back and figure out why these crashes were happening.
Nearly every one of these was the result of a driver running the stop sign on New York Avenue. So Cameron sent the city of Fort Worth an email requesting a traffic light.
This past year alone, we've had over 11,000 requests.
Tanya Brooks says the city's traffic management department receives a lot of requests like this one. But without them, she says, the city is often unaware of the problems.
Many times, until we start to really be able to pull our traffic crashes and pull that data, we're not aware of it until those citizens give us a call and make us aware of it.
Within days of receiving Cameron's request, the city conducted a preliminary traffic warrant. This involves pulling crash reports and seeing what investigators say are the causes. Then it's up to the engineers to suggest a solution.
I think with the improving the visibility of the stop signs at that intersection will provide some safety enhancements.
Less than a month after both Cameron and the CBS 11 I-Team contacted the city, new LED stop signs went up at the intersection.
We need to get their attention so that they're not ending up in the middle of the intersection.
Cameron did not get the traffic light he was hoping for, but he did get the city's attention, along with a promise to make this intersection safer.
So the city of Fort Worth says the best way to request a traffic signal or stop sign is to make that request through the city's My Fort Worth app. In Dallas, you can make that request using the city's 311 app. We have links to both those apps, as well as how you can request a traffic light or signal for several other cities here in North Texas on our website at cbsdfw.com. Doug Burke, one of the nice things about these apps is you can actually track your request. And the city of Fort Worth says they try to respond to all these within just a couple days.
So being proactive, that's wonderful, right? Yeah. The bottom line for everything nowadays, money, right? Money.
Yeah.
So cities we know work on limited budgets. A lot of them are stretching. But when we talk about cost differences, lights and signs versus the alternative, what's the difference?
Yeah, so in that piece you saw the two LED signs. They also put up some advanced warning signs. So that whole project cost around $6,000. Now compare that to if they would have put a traffic light in there, you're looking at a project that would have been 10, maybe 20 times more expensive.
Oh, wow.
So either way expensive, but one a little less.
It's easy to think why they would take a second and take a look at the difference.
Right, we're going to try this first, and then if it doesn't work, maybe we'll go on.
A lot of money. Brian, thank you very much.